as a guide there. Very good. Now, the opposite of that is in the second measure. Do, do, do. Here again, you can't think down. You've got to think, my plane of singing is up here, not down here in my mouth.
Yeah.
Do, 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 do. All right, going back to the first one, now sing. It's May is the way it's going to be. Think May. That wasn't good. You did it. Yes. So if you go from the middle of the tongue just comes up a little bit. Right. All right. I'm just going to make myself some water. Sing it 3 times. Good job. All right, now sing in the second measure, do re, do re, and the R is like a D. Do re, do re, do re. It's not do re. It's not rolled. It's do re, do re.
Just kidding. It's not flipped. I mean, it's not rolled. It's flipped.
Just flips. It's like the.
Yeah.
Do re, do re, do re. All right. Now sing. Come il cantore. Come il cantore.
Oh, sorry.
Yes. Just give me some consonants. Meil con. Better, do it again. Good. He's got better. Do it again. Good. The only thing I didn't like is that I heard you breathe. Just open up your back and the breath will come in. No sound. Again. Again. Just make sure you get sometimes I don't get I get
Okay.
Okay. Look at the third measure. Ding, 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 ding. Now, you must onset the note of the first note of a phrase with that balanced breath. Ding. Remember, the muscles go out, and that makes the vocal cords come together. Exactly right. Ding, ding. If you don't do that correctly, you might sing a hair sharp and not really give me the true pitch of ding. If you go ding,
Yeah.
you hear that? Yeah. So, and also make sure the vowel is an E vowel, because you're down here. You can definitely sing E. Ding. We don't have. We look at that. We look at I-N. In English, we think in, but you don't have the S sound in Italian. Ding, 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 ding. The second time, you went ndi, ndi. That's very common. That's just lowering the palate, but it's not a good thing.
No.
D, 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 that. D, D, D. Yes, so you want to be right on it. Many, many years ago, I was working, Dr. Maddox and I were working together with a student, a tenor. And he kept doing that, ndi, ndi, ndi. And finally, Dr. Maddox said, every time you do that, I want you to hit your hand. So the guys are up there going, quack, quack, quack. Oh, you're not learning very fast, are you?
When I first started driving, I used to like hold the wheel like this.
Uh-huh.
And I think it was, I was pulling myself up because it was a truck.
Oh.
And I was like doing this, and my dad would pinch me every time I did it. And so I knew really.
Oh, very good. Yes. Yes. All right. Now sing. Dee da. And the T is dental. Da, da. Dee da, dee da, dee da. Ribs out.
Dee da. I'm sorry. Dee 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 da dee da dee da.
And sing. Ne is what we call a closed E. Ne. And then the last one is open like vet. Vet. No, you're putting another N in there. You're singing N-E-N-V-E. And it's N-E-V-E. Okay, now sing. And the double T's mean you sing. There are different meanings depending on whether you have one or two consonants in Italian. So you can, I don't know Italian well enough to know this one, but there might be one word that's would be entirely different from So when you have two, it's almost like you break between the two of them. When you have one, you make it very like it's not okay. That's one. All right, so no, you went again. Again. Yes. So when you do it 3 times, it's bound to get better. It's a wonderful way to practice. All right, now we're going to do the first 4 measures 3 times in a row. So it's going to be like this. Now look at the last measure. You've had these notes before, but now you're singing on the E vowel instead of the O vowel, and it is an open E, like et. Tongue against the bottom teeth, the mouth feels long, and the rib cage is out. Good job. And that dun feels like dun, because you've got to have the vertical space there. Good.
Sorry.
Just go.
Yeah, you
Go.
do that.
Good.
mean, it's not
It's just,
whole.
it's just flip. Corde.
So much Spanish today.
Oh,
Spanish.
yeah. Good. Now sing. Again. Yeah, make sure. You said you've had theory, right?
Yes.
This is a secondary dominant. You know what secondary dominants are?
Yes. A pain
Okay.
in my butt.
Huh?
A pain in my butt.
Yeah. So the chord is B, D sharp, F sharp,
Yeah.
which is not a part of the key of A, right? But it is a 5 of 5, isn't it? A is, yeah. So the 5 in the key of A is E, and B is a 5 of that. Yes. Yes. What? Yes. Eh? Again. Don't reach for call. Stretch both directions.